So unleash your power within. So what do you guys think about when you read unleash your power within? What comes to your mind? Yuda, unleash your power within or from within.
I cannot unleash your
Your
power.
power, the power within. Let me see. The power within. What comes to mind, guys, when you think about unleash the power within? For me, it's about tapping into your own potential and that, for example, your hidden strength, your hidden passion, your hidden creativity, and your hidden resilience. Because one thing is for sure, we can have moments that we have dreams and we are constantly ignoring our dream. Identify shifting. Identity shifting. True. Shifting your identity. So from what you used to be into what you want to become. So more overall, finally sharing or putting attention to your dreams and all your goals, because it could be, for example, a lot of the time people can have dreams that are in terms of building healthy habits, that could be more into emphasizing sustainable lifestyle changes. So do you guys any, maybe, I don't know if there's any habits, natural or healthy habits that you guys want to build? Anybody in the chat? Any healthy habits, or probably you want to nourish your body differently? Amino.
For me, to be honestly, if the way I understand in this topic is like shifting. I didn't, and I didn't. So, like for example, me personally, I have future to go back in Africa and build it. Farming. I love farming.
Building farming.
Yes, agriculture, crop.
Okay, agriculture. And what do you wanna grow? Is there a specific
Because
crop?
the world is running from food and there is not enough food. So I want to show to the Africans we have a beautiful land. We can grow, we can feed to the world.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. So, all right, so this is one thing, one future that you want to attract for yourself, and that you don't want to ignore this goal of you. And do you know what sort of capabilities, or what could be some things that are limiting you from actually achieving that? I do understand it has to be, when I talk about things that could limit you, I'm talking about maybe you could be fearful. Okay, let me ask you first, what could be some things that are limiting you from achieving it?
And no, I'm already starting. I'm on the way. Yes.
Okay.
Can I ask you something? How you mean exactly? I'm starting my own way. Can you
Yeah.
give more?
I've already started buying the land and I am starting farming. So
Really?
I'm working to get the equipment. So I've already started buying some animals. A little bit of basic I start from my land, not too much.
Okay.
Okay. But this other little bit is good. Better to do something than not do nothing.
True. But
Interesting.
yeah, but one thing that I don't know if you guys have ever seen these videos online of sometimes there will be some people. Let's say, for example, I remember seeing this video online. This guy, he's living here somewhere in Europe, and he's been working, sending money back home for people to build a house for him or build a business for him. And little did he know, when he decided to go back somewhere, wherever he was from in Africa, then everything that we thought was happening were basically a scam. So everybody were basically taking his money and using it on their own or for their own gain. I mean, how do you, isn't that something that you are concerned about? How do you know that the
I don't even trust the family. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you wanted to achieve your goal and to do something, go to the field yourself. Go and find the land yourself. Build it. Let the people work for you. No problem. But nowadays it's hard to trust the people.
Yeah.
Your own family can steal you. And I've heard that man. I think he was in Germany. I don't know, somewhere
Oh,
in West
probably.
Africa he come
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
All his life he used to help his family building things. They took everything from him when he went there. Because he never been there.
Yeah. So for you, I'm talking about still thinking about limitation, things that could limit you from actually achieving it. But you say you're already doing it, you already started, you just need equipments and follow your own path. Okay. So for me, I'm thinking about the things, all of us have goals, and if you don't have goals, whichever, you should look for ways to create new goals in your life because it gives you a reason to live and it gives you a different found of type of energy for life. And there are different things that can limit us. It could be limiting beliefs, thinking that you're not good enough, or thinking that you cannot change things, or even fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of like not knowing the unknown, what could happen, not knowing is it gonna be, oh Chris, thank you, Chris. First time. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. So fear of just basically not knowing how things could turn out, the unknown. And it's I think when it comes to fear, a lot of people don't want to admit it, or a lot of people don't want to say that they are fearful. It could be a failure or judgment or even the unknown. A lot of people are not wanting to admit the fears. But one thing about fear is that it's like a scaredy cat. It's like if you believe in and demons and stuff like that. It's like if you share, you probably have seen some movies about vampires. Vampires, they tend to dislike, they cannot live in the light. Or if you put them in the sun, they are afraid of the sun. But in the nighttime, that's when they come alive and they have so many abilities. When it comes to fear, a lot of the time people are afraid of actually, or they wouldn't want to talk about what they are afraid of because they are concerned that the fear would cripple them or will break them down, or for whatever reason that don't want to address it. But just like the vampire who doesn't want to be outside and the sun, is the same way that when you bring light to your fear and you talk about it, that's how it's gonna basically, or address it, that's how it's gonna basically shy away.
Can I add something?
Sure, go ahead. Sure.
One thing I learned in my life, if you're scared, you will never get out the shallow hole. You will always be stuck. So it's better sometimes to get out from the fearness and try it. If you fail today, tomorrow you will succeed. Keep going on. But
Yeah.
and also if you listen too much advice of the human, you will never reach your goal.
Exactly.
So always follow your heart, and also don't ignore to the human's advice. Take it, see it. If it's good for you, see it. If it's not good, walk away.
True.
But never ever fear,
True.
because fear will make you failure.
There is
That's
no
what I
feeling.
believe.
There's no feeling, just doing. There's no feeling. It's just feedback.
I mean,
Yeah.
and fear, it makes you failure.
Yeah, I understand, but I'm replying to the chat also. Yuda, what are your thoughts about fear? Because this is one of the biggest emotion that it can be very much crippling to
Yeah,
people
okay.
dream. What are your thoughts
Okay,
on fear?
according my sister say about fear, I'm agree with her because how can I put this? Okay, let me start this way. When it is long story, but I try to make it
It's a-
short.
yeah.
When I discover, or let me say, when my eyes go open and see reality
Yeah, guys,
on
like
the small screen, the phone. That was in 2015, 16, yes, 15. And I never dream about it. I just was one night and was on my laptop, scrolling, and I was
Hello.
on YouTube. And
Yeah.
then one moment I say about Africa, how is now and how is gonna be. and how it was in the past, something like that. I say, interesting. So I go and I start watching it. And there was a brother that was blogging
Thank you, man.
about
Yeah.
Africa. It was very interesting. And what he show is the side from what I'm growing up with that vision, that Africa is poor, Africa is this, Africa is that. But when he showed me the other side, I can't believe my eyes. I say, what? Really? No, this cannot. So not only one country, different country, he traveled and showed both of sides. I was thinking, I start feeling jealous in a good way, not jealous of him. I say, oh my goodness, really? Oh, I wish to be there. Oh my goodness. Then I start talking, oh no, you cannot go to Africa because you know this and that and blah, blah. Oh.
Yeah.
Think by myself, oh, why? Why? Because you have only one. You don't see the other side. No, you never know. Maybe they in that time was not I call it IE of EI, whatever that called. But so that's not make it possible. But something say to me, don't listen to them. So I say, okay, I start make planning. And before I make plan, I start to go to different platform.
Thank you, Chris.
And that time was not TikTok.
Yeah.
I was not TikTok was already, but I was not on TikTok. I go on Facebook. So I start to searching. So one by one, I start have connection with people, and I start to build a network. Talk. After 1 year, 1.5 year, I decided, so okay, I'm ready to go by myself. See. And what happened in 2019 and begin 20, COVID, everything blocked down and you cannot moving. And, I said, oh, how long going to take that? But the time that they are going to be super, I think 2022 was that I say, now is my time. But no, I want to do it not by plane because that was a lot of trouble by the airport. You have to have your paperwork in order and all the things. So I don't like that way. So I decided to go on road. Now, if you hear what people and family and friends and colleagues say to me, oh my goodness, if I listen to them until this day, I sit down on this couch and never move from my house or from my place. I'm telling you, I take a vacation. A vacation was in principle not possible because asking for 8 weeks. So they say to me, it's okay. So I make a long story short, I drive from Europe to Africa.
Really?
I'm telling you.
No way.
I don't invent story. It is real.
How long did it take you?
Huh?
How long was the trip?
According Google, no, listen, Federica, according Google, I'm gonna take three days over. So I was happy. But in reality, forget about it. I was 12 days on the way. They take me, they hold me 2 days on the border from Senegal. No, Senegal. Yes, from Senegal to Guinea-Bissau, something like that. And I arrived on Friday, and with all respect, it is a country that 9 of the 10 they are Muslim. So on Friday they go to the mosque. So I know that, but in my idea, they come after praying, they're coming back. They say no, we don't coming back until we see you Monday. I'm staying there. So I lost 2 days on the border. But after that, I have a fantastic journey because I learn a lot. I see a lot. I have a lot of experience how my people are doing, how they talk, how they try to express themselves. A lot of things. I was thinking, oh my goodness, I'm so grateful I make that decision. Because if I never take the decision, I'm until still this day. So when I arrived, I was I drive also at night. It was very risky, but I don't care. But the road was totally different because that was, I think, oh, the road is like in Europe, and that you can drive. Don't forget about it. I was not like that. So it take a long time, but I have no I call it regret about it, because I'm so grateful that I make a decision and I did it. And if someone say you want to do it again, I say yes, I want to do it again,
Wow.
because I see the other side. When I pass throughout different country, I see also places that I think, wow, really, the building look like I say no, I can't believe my eyes. But it's really, then I start asking people
Really?
without what I call that I forgot how I say it in English. Anyway, asking who's the person that built this building. They say, why you think? I say, no, maybe people from around there, European, of them. Are you crazy? Blah, blah, blah. I say, whoa, wait a
But
minute.
well done. You have at least tried.
I don't want. I want to say asking, and they say no. Our people can do it. I say, oh, then I'm very proud,
Sushi.
because then I tell them my side on the story from childhood.
The
They
Egypt.
always propaganda show me Africa is poor, Africa is poor, Africa is poor. That's a big lie. Africa is not poor. They make Africa poor, but we are not poor.
Hello. Yeah.
They come and steal everything from us. Everything what we use in this world comes from Africa.
Yeah.
From diamond, cobalt, copper.
So you come back. Then when you come back your country, what have you done?
Coffee and tea, like example, is also what we use in Europe and out of Europe and America. Come from Africa.
You
From
talk-
Kenya, the tea,
Yeah.
the English tea that we drink, Lipton, it's from Kenya.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
from
Kenya, Uganda,
Yeah,
Ethiopia, they
so-
all grow in Africa.
Sure.
Okay.
So Yuda,
Ghana.
yeah. So guys, you see, I'm talking with my eyes because so everybody, so you know, so the person wouldn't come off the thread of their conversation. Yuda, so basically, you had to ignore the fear. You had to remove your limiting beliefs, and the limiting beliefs were that okay, well, it's COVID at this point. You shouldn't be traveling. A lot of things, other things that maybe it's too far to drive, and the fear of the unknown as well. What could happen along the way, and basically, you had to step out of your comfort zone.
Exactly.
Yeah. That is what I mean, because it's about the power within, how to untap from your reservoir of your capabilities, basically.
And
Yeah. What?
the next step that I want to, by His grace, according to
Africa
the
is
European
big
way,
and
they want
beautiful.
that you work in until you fall down, that you can bury you. But I say no way. I'm gonna stop early so that I can enjoy my
Be more
old days.
satisfied. Agree.
Oh,
Yeah.
they say to me, oh, when you stop too early with work, that means you have not enough pension. I say, I don't care, because I don't need so much. Because when I go to Africa back, because that is what my heart wish. I don't know what country I want to go, but the Most High gonna guide me. But I know with small I can survive, I can live, and I'm free, and I'm happy, and I'm
Yes.
healthy. No stress.
Exactly.
Here out the board, I have to work. And when you have 3,000 euro, example, let me say, if it 1,750, go always to pay bills,
Yeah.
bills, and
Yeah.
tax. But left for over,
Yeah.
just no.
And
So
So
Yeah.
when you come back, then what have you achieved? What have you done back home?
okay. You mean back in what have you done in Africa
Yeah,
or
because
something?
he traveled all the way to Europe by car. He came back home. I want to know in the end, what have you done?
but I'm done in preparing for the next step and building something and saving for when I'm going, that I'm starting with something.
Wow, well done.
That you gave me an example that make me happy also, that you start already from the country where you are now.
Yeah.
You start
Yes, business will
No,
only put you down.
with-
You will
Yes.
never achieve your goal.
Exactly.
Yes. So, but before
I'm going back home soon.
investing,
Build
I have
one
to
house
go by
hopefully,
myself
open a
and see.
business. Yeah.
You understand? That's
Yeah.
very important.
It's very important. But the thing is, you had to overcome all of these hurdles in your mind and actually find out for yourself. Did you guys know there's constantly a conversation about people who live over 100 years, and what they have found, the common denominator of where what type of people live the longest are people who doesn't live here. Is are people who lives, like for example, places where when they have the least amount of stress, where they can basically. Chris, you were saying that you wanted to go to an island, right? A place where the stress level is very low and you don't have to be always be on a grind and a hustle at so much to take away your peace. Because just like Yuda,
Yes.
staying in Europe, or it's in Europe, there's always something that you have to be, paying. Money's coming out. It's like you live in to pay. Yeah, New Zealand. New Zealand is beautiful. And for you, you'll be like working to survive than rather just living your life, basically. Yeah. Yeah.
Number life, can I add something?
Go ahead.
2 years ago, I went back home and I just want to enjoy to the seaside because I live the seaside, but I went to somewhere called Malindi. Can you believe it? I meet a Jamaican sister who is from UK, and she buy a land there. And across the other side of her house, do you know who lives? A big, massive house. Miami Campbell. Miami Campbell. She's a model.
Naomi Campbell.
Naomi Campbell,
Yeah,
yeah.
she lives
Even
on
the
the
weather,
outside of her
like
house.
outside here.
Wow. She's still alive?
She lives in
Naomi Campbell?
Kenya, Malindi. She have big, massive house.
Okay.
Now I chit chat for that lady, and you know what? She's very intelligent. She have little factory there, and she makes the medicines. She sell their medicine. I think she's studying here UK, and she's investing. She have pharmacy there, and she said, "I wish I have know it
Sure.
Africa the way I know today." And she said, "I regret it. I have never have stress in my life since I come in this country. Even I have never think anything." She's living a good life. So what I'm actually saying it is, if we keep ourselves a fear,
Yeah.
you will never reach your goal. Sometimes you need to get out for your comfort zone and try it. Because
Yeah.
that lady, she's not from Kenya, but she come all the way and start a new
Entirely
life.
can say.
Yes, I know. I think I know where you're talking. She talk always on Sunday also, right?
There's another one who have a beauty business as well,
Yes, yes.
who have a TikTok. She have a TikTok, that one. Yeah,
Yes,
there is that
yes,
one as
yes.
well.
Yes. That's that
She
one.
lives also in Malindi.
Yes, I know that.
Love the rule.
Yeah, and her business is running well, that one, you know.
Yes,
The one
yes,
who have TikTok.
I follow. And she gave also how I call that? Advice what you have to do. I follow her on many times, so I learn a lot.
Yeah, anyone in Africa, anyone can go, you know. People they think, oh, I'm from that country, I'm not from that country. As long as you live in the rule and regulation of the country,
Hola,
and
Olga.
always never believe everybody what they told you. You have to open your eyes
Yes, you have to open your
and
eyes.
keep doing what you are doing it.
True.
Exactly.
Thank you. Jamal, thanks you for being so patient. What would you like to add, Jamal? I don't know if yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Jamal.
Yeah. Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing well. How about you?
Ah, great. Yeah. I actually wanted to talk about the subject before, but you guys kind of went into something else, you know, and
Yeah.
I didn't feel like interrupting.
Okay, but I mean, you can add something in this new subject though, because we talking about at this point we're talking about fear. Fear is a universal human emotion, and there's also you can take it from whichever point that you want to, which is you can focus on limiting beliefs that we are saying all of the time that we are not enough, or I can't change my ways, and or it could be that fearful, or it could be that times that you overcome, get out of your comfort zone. So sometimes we create, as human beings, we tend to like to routines, and we create routines that feel safe, but these routines don't basically inhibit our growth. Or it could be based on past conditioning, stories that we tell ourselves, or old things that situations that we've been through that are holding us back. So these are the barriers that could stop us from actually going over to achieve our goals. So I don't know if any one of these that you would like to touch on that resonate with you. So you take the floor, Jamal.
Yeah, for me, I've had, like everybody else, I've had issues with that as well, But what I've come to find out, and I've known this for a while,
You
but I've
parle
come to
de-
accept it, I should say, rather.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Jamal.
Yeah, what I've come to accept recently is that, first of all, fear,
Start
some
before
might
you're
say
ready.
it comes from limited belief, but I believe it comes from um, not understanding, lack of knowledge, fear of the unknown, right? Um, because as people, as you said, if we're used to a certain type of habit, and a way of doing things, to go outside of that and to basically make a new path without knowing how to get there or how long it will take or if you're going to be successful or not. That pressure is one, but what I've come to understand is that's actually not the problem. The problem is intensity versus consistency. And I've learned the most important thing one can do, first of all, is investing in oneself. And the first step to that is to set systems, habits, and to do things slow. Just like, for example, if someone was to start a gym, for example, you don't go in there and start picking up 50 kilograms, right? You start with an empty bar and then you slowly work your way up. And by doing it nice and slow, you actually gain confidence in your slow, small achievements. And through that, day by day, nothing is impossible. But when you start with, I'm going to get out of my comfort zone, I'm going to, crush it. I think I have personally done that many times, and I've had a lot of starts because of that.
So this
And that's
is
my take on that.
yeah, I understand what you mean because it's I've read this book about mastery. It's like there are different ways that we can address life. So or address or attack or go towards a goal. And there are sometimes we can, for example, what you just said, start small. So going with the beginner's mindset and knowing that it's not about just go as hard as you can, but it's about being more graceful in your approach. Because when you go as hard as you can, that means you can burn out quicker, or you can hit a wall and you are unable to move further. So when you are moving in a steady pace with elegance, then it gives you more room to breathe and more room to actually see to make adjustment whenever and if necessary. I understand what you mean, Jamal. So okay, that's what resonates with you. Tell me about, do you guys know what about past conditionings? Let's say stories you've told yourself, because a lot of the time there are stories that we told ourselves in the past or along the way about old experiences. For example, it could be like normal stories that we fail at one thing. It could be, for example, getting fit. It could be at a nutrition habit we're trying to shift. It could be creating more healthier habits. And we can think that, okay, I have failed so many times in the future, and this situation, this story becomes what you embody, and it doesn't allow you to keep trying again. I don't know if any of you have dealt with that in these situations, that because of the past failure, then we become so jaded or so not motivated to try again. I don't know if anybody has suffered with that. Super Mama, what would you like to add to the conversation, Super Mama? Yeah. Hello.
Good evening.
Hi, Super Mama.
Hello.
How you doing?
Do you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay.
Go down.
I agree with the people because I have been there listening about fear. Being fear is a failure to start something good or to go somewhere. It is a real failure because if you are afraid, you cannot do anything. And I don't want to give an example, but it happens to me when I started business, and then I was afraid. Even I'm still a little bit afraid of putting my
Thank you.
all energy and money in something which I'm not sure I'm going to grow so fast or I'm going to gain. And then it is like you can be afraid in a positive way that you want first to explore the area or find the information about something which is positive. But when it is too much, it's
You
bad.
see this lame? You see the chat? Oh my god. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, Super Mama. Like the chat is distracting me.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I have finished.
Okay. All right. Yes, but one thing is for sure. I mean, in this stream and this talk, what we should understand is that what we should take with us is that to understand these forces that are acting against us and to be able to step outside of our comfort zone, and no matter what the past might have been, if you have had this goal in mind, if you have had this thing that you want to accomplish, is to go for it. So this should be a moment that, just to refuel you again. Because today, Monday, I talk about motivation. What can you do in order? I talk about different ways, different things that could be sapping away your motivation, but most importantly, to get you to act, to do things. And that could be fast, it could be slow, it could be at your own pace. But it's about to rediscover what you love and the purpose of the things that you wanted to do, and to just go after it and just to do it. And so now, how to actually unleash yourself? And there are some people, that don't know how to unleash themselves, meaning how to do the action. And a lot of the time that start with mindset, because mindset is the foundation. We could have we can have so much energy, or we can have low energy, and a lot of that can be overcome or overpowered by our mindset, the way that we think and how do we behave. So the first thing about our mindset is to identify limited belief. The like I said, what to identify the limited beliefs that you have. So it could be negative self-talk, and one thing's for sure, we all have a negative self-talk that we are negative things that we say we are not good enough or we can't do that. Negative self-talk. I don't know if anybody want to mention something that they have experienced. We can do this exercise at this moment. Some negative self-talk that you have seen that you could tell yourself, and we're gonna find ways to reframe it, to basically to replace it with a new talk or self-talk that is more empowering. I mean, you have something you want to say about that?
What have you studied? Because it looks like someone who I worked 25 years in mental institution. And somehow I can understand you are very genius. You know very well a lot of things.
Thank you.
And one thing I will add is, to me, fearness, it will always put me down. And I don't allow it to feel a fear anything. First of all, I have to love myself. And it's something I learned after the COVID. And I left it, the mental institution I used to work. And I walk away. I left them keys and I walk away. And I said I need to achieve my goal, which although I haven't started because since COVID, I become paralyzed because the coronavirus vaccine has been affected to my body. But I went it on September and I follow my dream. And I'm doing now electrician and solar pan. And it's something that I used to always have a passion, but fear was been stopping me. But after I started now feeling myself, I'm following because I wanted, I'm not learning to get a money. I'm learning to go back in where I'm come from, to teach people in my village what I have been studied and give more electric powers and
Yeah.
solar panels, how to fix it for them houses. So that is what I like it. And fear will always make you a failure. Never
Yeah.
ever scare what you like. Just
Sure.
follow it. If you fail today, tomorrow you will succeed.
True.
That's what I have learned for myself.
True. Yeah. So, if anybody want to add something, you can always do that. So the limiting beliefs, we already addressed that. It could be you have to challenge them. Whenever that you have these thoughts or these thoughts that are in your mind that are trying to work against you, the best thing that you could do is to challenge them, to ask yourself, are these thoughts about whatever situation that you are coming up with your mind, are they are real? Because sometimes our minds can be playing games against us, or our minds can be basically doing things to keep us safe, or just telling us stories in order to limit us, to make us not be motivated or inspired to take action. Not afraid what you like, love this, yeah, to take action. So now that means you need to adopt a growth mindset, just like what Amino said. A growth mindset means that a lot of the things you are trying to find ways that could be helpful for your community, but also that can be very inspiring to the community. So, and also it's like living in the future, because there are a lot of places I can imagine that doesn't have power, and they don't have sustainable or consistent power. And for you, you are trying to solve this issue, and you are trying to come up with a problem that is, thinking about, how can you grow? And growth mindset is about believe in your abilities. You can develop your own abilities through dedication. And we need to always find something that we can dedicate our lives to. It's just hard to come out of your comfort zone. Yeah, it is hard to come out of your comfort zone. That's why it's comfort zone, because it's a routine that you have built, and our human system just want us to be comfortable. They just want us to be safe. So to come out of your comfort zone is it's one of the big act that you have to do. That you have to exactly do.
Yeah, she said it's hard to come out of your comfort zone. Let me tell you something. It took me 25 years.
I believe
until
put yourself first. Very
I
good.
have become disabled to the vaccine, has been affected all my nerve. I have fibromyalgia, arthritis, carpal tunnel syndrome, sciatica. I went through a lot. But I say, you know what? This time, I will never, ever allow it. If you push yourself, not too much, slowly, and then in the end, you will adopt it and you can do it.
You can do it.
Because the fear is what making you behind. If you have any goals, I'm not going to say to you, quickly go, but take a baby step, one by one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And again, we've talked about, for you, Mimi, it's hard to come out of your comfort zone. For you, it's because it feels. What's the reason? Why do you feel that you are in your comfort zone, or that you stick in a comfort zone? Nice meeting you. Have a good night, Passion Spirit. So, do you know what's the reason why you like to stay in your comfort zone? Is that something that you have thought about? Feeling safe. Okay, you feel safe and everything is yeah, the routine is comfortable for you. So I get it. But guys, I also have coaching sessions. So if these things are something that you want to overcome, or you want to find ways to, to refresh yourself, refresh your mind, or work in your body, then you can get in touch with me to get coaching. You can find the link in my bio, or you can send me a private message. And because when it comes to limiting belief, it is something to actually analyze. There's a lot of reasons why you can have limiting beliefs, or basically find it hard to get out of your comfort zone. And it could be something that, can be in the environment. It can be you're just afraid. It could be for many reasons. But again, this is this is a conversation we need to have, if you would like. And I think, Chris, self-judgment from prior failure. Yes, could be. Self-judgment from prior failure is one of the biggest hurdle, or the thing that can hold us back. Chris, you mentioned this already, which was visualizing your success. But one thing is for sure, I don't know if we do work on that as human beings. If you do try to visualize the things that you want and visualizing your success, there are different ways of doing it, because it's about regularly picturing your achievement, the things that you want to achieve. And I've have these videos that you could only listen to. You cannot see them, but you can listen to them, and perhaps they might resonate with you. But it's talking about how to visualize your success. Basically feeling the emotion associated with who you want to be. This is a first video. This is a top neuroscientist.
Very clear on what it is that you want. So you've mentioned a few things. Spend 5 minutes sitting down and visualizing those things being true, and then give gratitude for that. That would be my first step.
Give gratitude for
those things being true. Just 5 minutes. I'm a great partner. I'm not messy. My podcast is super successful. Like, see it, feel it in your body, taste it in your mouth, hear it in your ears. Completely immerse yourself in that 5 minutes, longer if you can, and then just be so grateful for all of that. Essentially what you're doing is moving your brain from a fear state to a trust state, and that is the gateway to making these changes.
So basically be very clear on what you want, and this is how to visualize. But I don't know, some people think about visualization, when they think of visualizing, they think it's not, maybe because of their religion, they might find visualization as a negative thing to do. I don't know if anyone here, have you ever done some visualization? So basically try to picture in your mind the things that you want to achieve. Or do you think that visualization is something that is the devil work? I don't know. Like, what are your thoughts?
For me is I'm always, I think until this day, I'm a visual people, because I just see, for me, that maybe it's not be exactly, but I always think, okay, if I want to do like I have visual in my mind already. When I have the opportunity to buy land, what I'm gonna do to land, what I want to grow up, and how I build my house, how I want. I have visual already. I don't have it yet, and according my background is that belief is in things that you don't see, but you know already that you get it.
Sure.
So how I can believe that, because I visualize it already in my mind. So that is what I want to achieve, and I work slowly, baby step until I got at that point.
Yeah.
Because you never know, it can be successful one day, and then you think, oh, I have enough money or whatever. What you gonna do? You have no idea, because never you visualize by yourself. So for me, I'm a person like that. I visualize. When I make the decision to go to trip, I visualize already, okay, that's going to be like this, and 90% is going to be like that also, because I visualize already.
Yeah.
That is my opinion. That is my experience.
Yes. Thanks for that. Anybody else Jamal or anybody else wanna share your opinion about visualization? And if not, I'm gonna talk about this. Is gonna say full steps formula, a blueprint of how to visualize, because some people might not know how to visualize, but it's an interesting tool, because as you can think, your sister, it's Mark. Like, as you can think about this, we are always in our mind thinking, remembering things or creating scenarios in our mind. So why don't we use the creativity of our minds and the power of our mind to create or to imagine the things that you want to manifest, we want to have in your life. And some people, when at the end of the day, it costs you basically just a moment of intentionally doing it. And if you truly believe in it, you then, no, I will eat in it. If you truly believe in it, then perhaps it puts you in a position, a closer position to actually achieve it. Basically picturing and having the emotions of what you want to manifest or show up in your life. And it's a tool that could be better used than not doing it at all. And this is how you can do it, basically. This person is going to talk about what are the steps that you can take.
There are 4 parts of visualization that you can learn and practice to assure that you use this incredible power to its best advantage all the days of your life. Now, the first aspect of visualization is called frequency. This refers to the number of times that you visualize a particular goal as achieved of yourself performing in an excellent way in a particular event or circumstance. The second element of visualization is the duration of the mental image. The length of time that you can hold the picture in your mind each time you replay it. The longer you can hold your mental picture, the more deeply it will be impressed into your subconscious mind, and the more rapidly it will express itself in your subsequent performance. The third element of visualization is vividness. The vividness of your desire directly determines how quickly it materializes in the world around you. Now, the fourth element of visualization is intensity.
At this point, okay, intensity.
The element of
That's the last one.
visualization is intensity.
So the first one is frequency. How often do you do it? And that could be something that you do, because they would say in the morning is a good time to meditate, or you pray is a good time to visualization. If you're gonna use it, you're gonna visualize how your day is gonna go, or visualize how you want your future to be. Then duration, how often, how long, what is the amount of time you spend visualization. I mean, you don't have to do it super long, but but it needs to be something that you can rehearse in your mind, a mental picture that you can rehearse in your mind. And when it comes to about vividness, how clear this picture that you have in your mind is, and how much you can feel it, how much you can taste it, how much you can hear it. Because when you focus on the senses as well, it makes it even more real, and the intent that makes it even more intense. So meaning that you can actually put yourself in that position that you want to be, even before you are at that position. That's what visualization is.
This is the most important and powerful part of the visualization process. Sometimes, if your emotion is intense enough and your visual image is clear enough, your goal will immediately come true. Remember, your imagination is your preview of life's coming attractions.
Your imagination is a preview of your life imagination. Dreams come true. I thought, okay, you thought about sushi, order sushi, now eating sushi. Well, let's see. I always do when I'm excited to do something next day. Oh, so okay. So are you saying, Jamal, that when you feel excitement for something, that's when you actually visualize how it's gonna be? I think that's a good point, though, because we visualize what we feel excited about. Yeah, when we feel so excited, so energized about something that's gonna happen in our lives, and a lot of the time we try to imagine, which is the visualization of how it could be and how you want it to be. And when you do that, what happens? How does it turn out? Does it turn out the way that you expected or visualize it to be? Not when we have work and boring day. Yeah, when it's a boring situation, then it doesn't excite you. It doesn't give you that fuel for visualization or fuel for thinking about it or to imagine. Which brings us to the next point, which is building clarity and purpose to help direct you to your end goal. And a lot of the times, sometimes we don't know the reason why we're doing a lot of things. And understanding the why is what will truly drive you, what will give you the reason for waking up in the morning, or give you the fuel that you need to not be discouraged. Or to understand, sometimes you got to ask yourself, then what legacy do you want to leave behind? Or what's your deepest purpose that you ultimately want to use, or what do you want to give to people? So for example, Amino, you want to help. A lot of the time, some people say, Amino, you want to help people in your country to give them a better opportunity to a better future. So this is understanding your why. Why do you want to do that? Do you know why? So Super Mama, do you have any goals? Do you know? Yeah, Amino, go ahead. Why do you want to do that? What's your why?
Actually, my network is very weak. I couldn't hear you more. So you asking me why do I want to do it?
Yeah. What's
Because
Go ahead.
when I went 21st century, a lot of African country, to be honest, there is not good roads, there is not enough water, there is not even electric. They are using still a lamp.
Oh, really?
Yes, in this 21st century, especially where I grow up, it is a northern Kenya. Not north, I think it's people is called Turkana. They're still using a lamp. There is not enough electric. So, and it's a shame because it become a world where the leaders, they only care for their stomach. So as a community, if we learn for them something and teach one person, two people, they can teach one another.
Yep.
And
Yep.
they would be changing for everybody's lives.
Yep. That's true.
And I always have a passion, but I used to scare a lot. I used to think that I'm not enough myself. And one thing, let me tell you guys, I personally believe if your family do not give you encouragement, they don't tell you, oh, darling, even though they know that you are not doing it, they need to give you encouragement so that you can move.
True.
But the majority, our community, we make doubts to our children. Oh, you are lazy, you can't do. We give too much negativity. I mean, and it makes the person telling themselves, oh, you know what, you cannot do yourself. They are right, you are dumb in the brain, you cannot do it. Sometimes if you listen to many people advice, will make you a failure.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Anybody have anything to add?
Yeah, I would like to add something. I think there's two groups of people in this world, from what I have witnessed. Ones are doers and others are thinkers. And I think for the thinker, visualization might not be the best prescription because they're already in their head all the time. And I think for the overthinkers, they just need to do things. They need action. And that's their medicine. And I think for the people who do a lot of action, maybe they need to maybe they need to slow down a little bit, do some self-reflection, visualization and such. But for the overthinker, it might make matters worse because they might start off positive and then it might go into, in another direction. Unless they add, or unless they basically just take action on the thoughts that come to their mind.
Yeah.
As quick as they do.
Yeah, exactly. This is why in the very beginning I was talking about that what really matters is that you take action. That's the point. But it's also to help you guys, or help us take an insight of our psychology, the way that our mental processes work, and find out what are the things that could be helpful or not helpful. That's a great point, Jamal. Because to the person who are just basically the thinkers, they can be stuck in a position that they're just thinking about doing actions, but not making the necessary steps to do the things that they must do. Edinika, I don't know who you are. So stick in the chat first. That's a really good point. So we talk about the visualization, because if it's, and the visualization, you have to connect it to action. So that's one thing for sure. So if based on what Jamal said, we have to always connect all of these things to action, is to understand what are the things that are holding you back, and to know that, okay, what the only thing that can really shift or change these things that are holding you back is our actions. And if you feel that you are still not confident enough, or you don't feel that you have the fuel, or your mental energy is not as where you want it to be, then you can always find coaching with me. You can always get coaching. We can talk about it. We can find ways to get you started. Oh, so
May I say something?
yes, go ahead.
Actually, I never do visualization, but as a Christian, I pray, and it's almost the same thing, because when playing, it doesn't matter which time. I always say what I want, or what I want to do, or the goal I want to reach. And let's say I'm studying, looking for the diploma of something. Then it means that one, that player for every day, with the action, I have to build the confidence inside me, so that I reach my goal.
Yeah.
And then when you were saying about visualization, I just mix up, because praying is almost the same, because you always say what you want to have, what you want to reach, which goal you want to reach, and then you believe that will be the way you want it. And most of the time we say God did it, and it is we ourselves who do it.
Yeah.
So now it is for me like this. It is like I'm mixing up visualization and prayer. Can you explain for me?
It's mixing up. Praying is more of you talking, or you having a connection or a conversation with God, or and it's more of a spiritual thing. But when you visualize, it's more of a what God gave you sort of thing. It's more of you using your imagination, your God-given gift of sight or insight, to create a type of reality in your mind, and also to feel it, to see it in your mind, to even smell it if you can, to to make it as much creative as you can, and say, this is where I want to be, and this is my imagination. God, you pray, God, can you help me get there? And that could be used, that could be something that you use as a fuel. And some people, I don't know, how do you see, how do you look at visualization, Super Mama? Is it something that you look at as being a sin, bad, or good? How do you look at it?
It is good, but if you believe in anything, then I think has to be connected with God.
Yeah, but okay, but that's what I'm saying. It is a God-given gift. God give you insight. God give you sight, meaning what God gave you, if you're not using it, it's it's a waste, basically. It's a lot of the time we can, and it is not a negative thing to want to accomplish your goal, or to live according to the purpose or the gift that God has given you. And God gave all of us our identity, our unique goal. This is to understand the why, the things that truly drive you, the purpose, the deepest purpose, and that you ultimately want to fuel or want to accomplish in your life. God gave all of us our own ability to create our own stories. So to use the tool that he has given us, which is visualization, to imagination, Another word can be said as imagination, but visualization is more of like a mental. Imagine that you are watching a movie, or you're watching a Netflix series, and it's more of you creating your own Netflix series in your own mind. So this is what visualization is about. You're creating your own reality. You understand what I mean? Super Mama?
Yes.
Hi,
Yeah, I understand.
hi, good vibe. So what are your can you share with me one goal that you want to accomplish? It could be let me hear you first. We are co-creators and God, true. But don't mess. Um yeah, I true. Yeah. What's one goal that you want to accomplish? I gave an example of a few goals earlier. It could be, for example, building healthier habits, or even nourishing your body, basically, or increasing your strength, or improving your energy and vitality, or you just want to move more. Do you know what goal you want to achieve? We are this
For
capacity.
now, not. But for my experience now, it has been a long time ago. It is like 7 years ago. I had a problem that I had to be operated in Maastricht in MC University,
Yeah,
in a big hospital.
yeah,
So because I was first, I believed that I can tell my body to be strong and not to get operated, and not just to heal myself with the God, praying, also doing some massages, something like that. And after 1 year, I was just I was okay, and the doctor says we don't have to operate you. So it is something I experienced, like you can tell your own body to be strong and can listen to you, but then doing something, just a small thing to make the body strong, and then it can listen to you, and God can help. So it is like God work and believe.
yeah, yeah. Okay, I understand. Yes. Okay. So yeah, because one thing is for sure, also, you have to pray, and you also have to do action. That's one thing. That's one thing we have to, we have to always keep in our mind. So, and when it comes to creating goals, we also have to think about creating goals that are audacious. So be bold, or basically creating big goals. Be bold in our goals creation, because don't set a lot of the time we can set goals that are safe, that make us feel basically doesn't give us much excitement. But sometimes you need to create goals that give us a certain level of us, make you afraid or scared a little bit. Plan, pray, and action. That is true. And also, this is the other part, which is the action part. When you create your goals, think about how can you make the goal even bigger. And this is one of the way that a lot of the people who have done so much great things, so much greatness, have been able to accomplish, which whoever that comes to your mind. How some people who has done such greatness have been able to do it because they have pushed themselves to think big. We are all possessed mind power. We only need to use it more frequently and positively. Yeah, we just need to use it. True. Frequently. Yeah. So there's somebody new. I don't know if you wanna. Yeah. But let's talk about now. Taking decisive action is the engine to your goal. The engine to your goal is taking decisive action. Again, you can have a goal, but if you're not taking action towards it, just like what Jamal is saying, you're just gonna be a thinker. And there are different two people he explained, which are the thinkers and the doers. And you wanna be it's ideal that you are a combination of both, but if you would have to choose, better yet, it's best to choose the one that are the doers, the one who decide to act. So embrace, and during that moment, you have to also be able to embrace discomfort along the way. So as human beings, our entire way as human beings, we like to be comfortable, because why? It secure ourselves from getting from today till tomorrow. So it secure our tomorrow by being comfortable. So along the way, we have to always find ways to embrace some form of discomfort. And these days of time, a lot of the time we are so comfortable, especially, I mean, you can think about it. The world is not perfect and things are not perfect, but you can think about that. Compared to people who are living in different worlds, we are quite comfortable. And there are different level of comfortability, of course, but still there's a certain level of comfortability that we all have at this point. And that comfortability can make us become very dull and unable to, just become more disabled in a way to not taking action to accomplish our goal. And growth happens again outside of your comfort zone, which means do not do one small thing every day that stretch you outside of your goal. And this is something that it's gonna be helpful to create a certain type of rhythm that gets you out of your comfort zone. Let me see. Taking risks to go back to study and change career. This is what you wanna do, Mimi? Okay, you wanna, I mean, is it a risk? I mean, okay, is that what you want to do? Why do you call it a risk? This new person, how you, Shaz, how you doing, Shaz? Let me unmute you for a moment, Shaz. Okay, Shaz, you want to say something? So I'm moving on. Anybody have something that they want to add at this point? I think Shaz, yeah. So, okay, build momentum through repeated action. Action creates confidence and clarity. Earlier, Amino, you were talking about confidence and how over time, how some, in the past, that your confidence is something that you had to work on. And from all of us, confidence is something that we always have to work on. And sometimes some people can fake it, but there are things that you cannot fake when it comes to confidence. And the only way that you can build the confidence is to build momentum through repeated action to keep moving. And again, don't wait until you feel ready to act, and basically just start. That's it. What do you want to say, Amino?
And actually, as I said before, it took me 25 years to go back to college and study what I'm doing today. So fear, if you have it, or you think, oh, I'm gonna take a risk, because you are not giving positive yourself. But if you just say, you know what, and encourage yourself, you can do it. You are strong.
Yeah.
You will achieve something better. Keep going on and pushing yourself, and come out of your comfortable zone and try it.
True.
You will reach your goal. But if you have a fear still and say, no, I'm gonna take a risk, then you're not gonna reach, because you still keep putting in your mind, you still taking a risk.
Yeah.
But if you give yourself positive and just carry on, and you will succeed. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
So as Jamal is said, you have to be a risk taker sometime. I think that's what he said. So
Yeah.
come back. I like the way he talked. Jamal is a very intelligent man.
Yeah, Jamal. Just begin. Exactly. Just begin. Start before you're ready. True. Okay, Chris. What are you not starting at this point, Chris? I want to ask you now. What is it that you've been wanting to start, but you haven't been starting, Chris? And just like what you said, Amino, we need to learn to make failure as something we can embrace, and to actually see failure as feedback. Meaning, every setback, every failure is data. It's something that you could, have a mental shift of seeing failure as a feedback, you could actually be able to understand that, okay, I failed in this way and this thing, and I know that doesn't work, but so now let me take a different route let me try this instead. And that's only could be done by analyzing, to have a way that when failures are gonna come anywhere, you know, it is better to understand that, to embrace it. So how do you embrace failure is to have a process of actually going through it, which means you have to analyze the things, and don't just analyze your failure but also analyze your wins, but more what have a deeper or stronger pull, or stronger pull towards our emotions, and when it comes to bringing us down the most are failures. So when you have failed at something, see it as a feedback. When you analyze this data and try to think about, okay, what have I learned, and what can I adjust and keep moving forward? Because once you take time to analyze whatever that you failed at, then you can be able to see what have you learned from it, and in what way you can adjust, and you keep moving from a different path. Do not try your best again to not be moving in the same path that you have failed. The moment that you realize this is not working, be quick to try something else, especially when you failed, because sometimes people can fail. That doesn't mean the goal change, but it means the direction or your strategy or your method change. That's what I mean. And so I see, Amino, you want to add something?
Can I add you something else, and which I wanted to also
Sure.
learn from you?
Sure.
I think sometimes when you're surrounding people who is narcissistic, either they can be your family members, it can be your friends, it can be anyone. Do you think that you can do what you wanted, or to reach your goal when you surround a lot of narcissistic people?
If you're surrounded with a lot of narcissistic people, I mean, are these narcissistic people are they a distraction to your goal, or are they helping your goal? Amino.
Whenever you want to say something, they're just gonna give you doubts that you cannot reach your goal.
Then
making things, everything is narcissistic.
Yeah, then in that case, they are a distraction to your goal. In that case, they are a hurdle. So which mean that you have to find your way. They are not you are not a match. So if you have a goal, or when you have a goal and you have people, because narcissistic people can be helpful. It's not that they are not helpful, but it's just that are they being helpful towards your goal? Or meaning, are they not being a distraction?
Have you ever seen any person narcissistic who is helpful?
Yeah.
I have never ever seen it.
Yeah, but
I
yeah.
always stay away from them, and I put them block.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I do.
Okay.
But what reason I bring that topic is there's a lot of people who is surrounding a narcissistic people. You know what I mean? And the reason I bring that, I have seen the friends, I have seen the family members, and I always say it.
Yes.
If you surrounding these people, you're not gonna reach. You will become end like them. In the end, you will become like them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, there's a reason a lot of the time narcissistic people stick around narcissistic people. But again, it's yeah, that's a different thing. But again, the very
Hi, Superbye
wait.
and everybody. Can I say something
No,
about that?
you have to wait, Isha. Give me a moment.
Oh, I have to wait. Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to add something up.
Yeah, you're gonna have a
Hamid
chance.
said.
You're gonna have a chance. Hold on.
Okay.
I mute you because sometimes there's an echo, so that's why you can
It's
see.
okay.
Yeah,
It's
everybody
okay.
is muted.
Nel-
But so it is also for you to understand that are these narcissistic people, because they can be narcissistic, but they are not harming you. You understand what I mean? So because at the end of the day, we all have a certain degree of narcissism inside of us, meaning that we have self-interest. So
But they are harming me through the mental.
then in that case, Amino, you know what to do. They are a distraction, so you need to stay away from that.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I said. Thank
Do
you.
you think anyone can be narcissistic in some? Do you think anyone can be narcissistic in some way? What do you mean? I have a call. Okay. All right. Just ignore them. Yeah. Hi, Ishel. How you doing?
Do you hear me?
Loud
Do
and
you
clear.
guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, how are you guys? Super Life, how are you?
I'm
Nice to
alright.
be here again.
Nice to have you.
I wanted to add two things on the topic.
Yeah.
Your unleash your power from within. I lost the beginning of the session,
It's okay.
so maybe you talked about that. Unleash the power from within. I think about it like before we can even get into that, we have to be aware that we are not functioning on our utmost power daily. We have got to be conscious about that we are not doing that. So to get that, we have to go in it to do the research. And the research is one thing, and after the research, follow the healing. What many of us don't like or don't want to do. Because the healing process, it takes like a lot, it takes everything, and many times it will break down everything you have built, everything you have created, every illusion, every mask, every anything that's not truth to your essence will be broken down. So if you want to unleash the power of within, the power within, that means that you have to go on a deep down journey and healing process. So that is what I wanted to add on the topic. And if anybody have any question, I will be here to answer. And I heard Amino talking about narcissistic people around you. Narcissism is a heavy topic. We all have truly a little bit of narcissistic traits in us. But if you're talking about narcissism, that's a headache. I call them the devils, because you have different kinds of narcissistic people. You have the covert ones, you have the malicious ones, you have the narcs with the psychopathic behavior. You have like different flavors, let's say so. And if you are around this type of people, as Amino said, you don't get it done. Of course you won't get it easily done, because they will fight you. They are there to siphon your energy. They are there to copy you, to stop you, to fight you, and so on and so ever. So if you are dealing with a narcissistic people, a person or a group of people, my advice always is get out, move away from these people, because they are toxic as hell, and there is no devil that can compare, because I call them the hell. So knowing that these people are terrible, you've got to stay away from them. But the thing is, when you get into any kind of relationship with a narcissistic person, they are the ones who are coming after you. Even though when you go away, they are coming after you, and not for no reason. They come for your light. And when you are in the awareness that any kind of a narcissistic person or entity that approach you, get into your life, do anything, is because you are powerful beyond measure. They don't target weak people just like that. If you are weak, vulnerable, you just, that you are a target. But if you are having the light, that most of the time you're not even aware of, they target you. But you have to get aware that you are powerful beyond measure. And you're not there yet. You're just coming from any kind of maybe another narcissistic relationship or environment in that kind of healing. So knowing that, my answer on your question, is if you know you are in between this kind of people, do your best to go to leave them, because they can break you down, and they can get you very, very far away from yourself.
True. That is true. Again, good vibe, because just like you said, they wouldn't, what would be the fun for them or the advantage for them to address someone that is weaker than them? That's why they, yeah.
The fun is not the fun. The fun is that the person who are weak or vulnerable at that point is maybe going through some healing, or some coming from a situation that broke them, a broken relationship, they lost, they have to start again. You know, some problem, some grief, something that's not that's keeping them in low frequency. And narcissistic people target them in a low frequency because they see the light that this person of that soul have before that person realize it. Because that person, that soul, is going to a kind of healing process, a grieving, and so on and so ever.
Yeah.
You are just busy doing that. And the only thing you want when you are in this kind of low frequencies is you want love. You are looking for love, for attention, for a warm arm around you, and this kind of thing. So then that's the trigger for a narcissistic person to go and look for they are predators. Just, they attack you on your most weakest moment in your life, or when you are in the best season of your life. They see you rising, shining, and so on and so ever. That's where they want to, because they want the light. They don't, and those kind of crazy things, but it's real.
Yeah.
It's heavy. These people are destroying many, many lives all over the world. And I'm talking from experience. And these are also the kind of audience that I'm helping at this point.
Okay.
Because a narcissistic experience is not a joke.
No.
They break you down into pieces.
Opinion. Thank you for sharing. That is, yeah, narcissistic. They look for a reason. I mean, they are scums. Yeah, so they want my light. Yeah, they want your light. They want to siphon it. They want to, yeah. So, I mean, at this point, Amino, I think it's pretty much clear, and Isha has made it abundantly clear. And to all of you, if you are dealing with someone that is a narcissistic person, and you realize that, then is the best way is to get him off, get him off of you, like you'll take off a fly away from your body, and get him out of your life as quick as possible. But so earlier you also said, Ishel, that we all as human beings, we have our own narcissism as well, but it's not to the level of taking advantage of other people or using other people. So how can someone actually identify the two? Because what I'm noticing is that there's a lot of times that this point we talk about narcissism so much, it get mixed up, like so mixed, and everybody is like, the moment that they recognize something that they are not okay with, then they label that person, or you're a narcissist. How can you distinguish or separate what is just a healthy narcissism, or basically a covert narcissist person? Let's say the dangerous one, the one that is just normal, and versus the dangerous one. How can you differentiate?
First of all, every narcissist person, any kind of label that you want to hang on it, is dangerous. Narcissistic traits is like, if the narcissist is, everything is in U-turn. Meaning that if they think, if you think you're doing something for someone else and you don't expect anything back, the narcissist expect not only one thing back, extra. First of all, narcissistic people, they don't respect boundaries. They will trespass your boundaries even though you give any kind of sign. They will trespass your boundaries and make you feel like you're nothing, because it's all about them. It's all about them. You will notice that in let's say in professional meetings, everything goes around that person, that colleague. It's all about that colleague all the time. That's a kind of thing that you can I'm not talking about being egocentric. Being egocentric is one narcissistic trait we all can have. Being a little bit egocentric, because I'm doing everything for everybody, now it's time for me. I don't mean that. That's narcissistic trait, a light one, but it's normal. We need to defend ourselves. We have to have our boundaries. You don't let people walk over you, and so on and so ever. But if you're talking about a narcissistic person, they will go over your boundaries anyway. And I'm talking about the kind of just acquaintances.
Yeah.
If you're talking about romance and so on and so ever, I don't even start with that, because you don't want to go there with them, and that's another part.
Yeah.
But how you recognize a narcissistic person, the first behavior is that you notice that everything is about them.
Yeah.
They are the central point of everything. And most of the time, you have the malicious one, and you have the maleficent one. You have the covert one. The covert one is manipulative, very much. All of them are manipulative, but the covert ones are more. And manipulation, we all do that a little bit. If you have a child and and say, "Mama, I want to eat candy," then you can say, like, "No, you can get a candy, but you have to first clean up your room, tidy up your room. Then you will get the candy." That these are normal things that you can do, and you can say, "Oh, that's a narcissistic trait." Yes, it is, but it's for a positive thing, and you're not doing it to break down someone. The narcissistic people, they break you down. They break you down, break down you deeply into your soul. They harm you in such a way that it will take you years to heal from their attack.
Yeah.
And that's something else. Then we're not talking about a little bit of manipulation.
Yeah. Somebody said in the chat, okay, somebody said, Miss said, "I like to manipulate men. Does that make me narcissist?"
It depends. If you have more characteristics with it, it will make you being a narcissist. And you know what? And the thing is, narcissists, they know themselves.
Yeah.
So if you're asking this question, makes you not a narcissist, because a narcissist will never ask this question. Will never ask this question, because they are full of themselves.
Yeah.
They are better than anybody else.
You know why I opened this topic? The reason I opened this topic, and we have a lot in our society, but we can't admit our service, and we don't know that we have every single person today having it, one or two. And that is the case. I opened this kind of things. So
Yes.
narcissistic is not only one; it have a lot of types.
You
Have
have a lot of types.
So
And
the
they
reason
are
I open
everywhere.
this, it is to identify ourselves. Oh, do I have? I'm talking to you. I do have it. I'm not gonna lie it.